Hey, welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you and stuff. So, I've been talking to people a lot lately, and okay, when we were really, knuckled down, buried in our bat caves, trying to stay away from COVID, we had a reason, and we had, many reasons for not finding time for people that we love and all that kind of stuff. Many good reasons, because you want to protect them and you love them and all that stuff, right? I'm with you on that. I'm with you. But what I'm going to talk about is people have kind of a all or nothing policy. Like if I don't know, I've just used myself, but it's for everybody, okay? Not just for me. If I want to spend time with somebody and I call them and I say, hey, how you doing? And the first words out of their mouth are like, I'm so very busy. I'm busy from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, and even sometimes during the night, and 7 days a week, and there's no time anywhere for me to even pee. Normally when they say that without me even asking, it's because they want me to know they don't have time for me. And I'm sure you guys can all identify, you probably had that done to yourself by somebody. Now, I'm not saying that I don't love these people. I'm not saying that they don't love me, because they do and I do, or I do and they do, whatever. What I am saying is there is a, I know that, we all are strapped for time, but I also know that during the lockdown stuff, all we wanted to do was spend time with each other, which we couldn't do. And now, restrictions are down, people are getting out and doing things and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But all of a sudden, those people that they really wanted to see, or any people in general, all of a sudden they can't, because they're just so busy. They got so much stuff going on, and I don't know. It is a thing for me in my head. Now, I want you to know that I believe and I understand the struggle. I really do. The struggle to juggle. I know you got to juggle a whole bunch of things around. I get it. I know it's a struggle. I get it. But I'm going to use myself again just because I can. I raised my son and other people's sons. Had young people living in my house for years. That's a big deal. I also had, at one point, I had over 100 kids in one group that was just me leading them. And on top of that, being 24/7 pastor, where you can call me anytime, day or night, and I'll either be there or be on the phone with you. I was really busy, but if somebody called me and said, hey, can you go for coffee maybe? I mean, like, that'd be cool. I would find a place. Even if it was a short time, I'd find a place. And what I usually tell people, when it comes to me anyway, is that I'm not greedy. If I only get a half hour with you, it's going to have to be good enough, and I'll be grateful for it. I'd be grateful for 10 minutes if somebody just stopped by my house, give me a hug, and say a couple words. That has happened to me before. That has happened recently, and Sebastian, love you, man. I really appreciate you. When somebody just shows up at your house just to be nice to you, just to love on you a little bit. Sorry, my mustache bothered me. Just so you know. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, all he did was stop, talk for a few minutes, and then he had to go. I didn't try to get him to stay. I didn't try to hog all his time. I wanted him to stay. I wanted to hang out with him. But instead, I took what I got, and I was grateful for it. I got some pictures with him, and it was very nice of him to stop by. Unsolicited. I didn't ask him to, he just did. And that was very cool. Well, I'm here to say that was juggling. I'm sure maybe it was a struggle to juggle that. But he is, he's got family and friends. He's got other people he had to see too. And, like another friend of mine that lives out of town, and sometimes he comes to our area and visits. Well, I know he's got like his whole lifetime of family and friends that live here. He moved away. They didn't. They're still here. So when he comes home, he needs to see a whole bunch of people in a short period of time. So when he tells me that he's going to see me on a certain time, a certain day, that's amazing. That's awesome. My mentor pastor, I told you guys a couple days ago that he lives in Florida, he and his wife. They're great people. They've got a whole lot going on there, and that's cool. But when they come here, they find time for me. Like, they call me and say, hey, I got time Thursday. I'm in town until Wednesday, or till Saturday, or something like that. They make time for me. I just have to, make it work on my schedule to make it work on their schedule. They make time. Even though they're super busy, and they got a whole lifetime of friends and family here. I don't know about family, but friends, lots of friends. Lots of faith family, for sure. And I'm not the only one they mentored either. So there's a lot of people. So, but they find a way to juggle it. Now, I don't always get as much time as I want, but I get more time than I deserve. How about that? So I'm just saying, if you're probably right now juggling all kinds of things at once. You know what I mean? Jobs and family and friends and just alone time, whatever. You probably got a lot on your plate, because most people in 2021 have a lot on their plate. And there was always some people that had a lot on their plate, but now it's like everybody, even the most, the youngest, just way down into, young years. They're busy too. They've got so much on their plate, they don't know what to do with all that time. I mean, all the obligations, so little time. How about that? So it's a weird thing. It's a growing thing, but it's I have to say that I have always juggled, and sometimes it was a struggle to juggle, but I've always struggled and I've always juggled to make time. Like I usually tell people now, I said my schedule is very busy, but it's flexible. I can move things around. I can make it work. And I'm not saying it's not all about Wade, okay? I'm saying this is I don't want to tell you to do something or advise you to do something that I'm not doing myself. Since I just started back into, being with all you guys and visiting, praying, eating, whatever the crap we're doing that day, I know it's hard, and I have to juggle it too. But I tell people, you know what? If you want to do something on a certain day, give me a call. And if I've already got something going, I'll see if I can figure out a way to work it in, to schedule around or whatever. And almost always that works. There's sometimes where people only I have this afternoon, I don't have another afternoon forever, until we die. I understand that type of thing, and I will work my best to fit that person in on the schedule that they have, because I can usually move mine around. Still have the same amount of crap to do, but can move it around a bit. You know what I mean? Anyways, I know it's a struggle. I really do. And the struggle is real. I get that. It's real for me too, and it has been my whole life. But when that's something that's important to you, if it's something, somebody that you care about, or some activity you care about, or even just time for you to rest, work that into your schedule. You can work it into your schedule. I've never met someone that was so busy they didn't have time to do something. Never. And I've known a lot of busy people, but I watch their priorities, and their priorities are different than mine, but they could do what they say they can't do. They just have to move things around a little bit. Anyway, be flexible, be real. You're gonna struggle. We all do. But when it comes to myself, I just say it again. If you guys ever want me to be around you, or ever need me to be around you, I will be there. And if all you got is 10 minutes, I'll take it. You know what I mean? If I see you, give you a hug, talk to you for a few minutes, and that's all the time you got, I'll take it. I'm still going to want more time with you, but it's not like I'm going to beg or pressure you or anything. I just want to spend time with you. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know if this makes sense to anybody else, but it's been on my heart for a long time. And I just want to say, you know what? Yes, you have to struggle to juggle. I get that. But the struggle is the part where you try and you manage. So if you try and you manage, you can find time for whatever you need to do. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Goodbye.